But the timing was wrong. I came back to my bunk. I sat down. I was looking at my hands. They were my hands. The scar across the right knuckle from the winch accident in 2019 was there. The ring of paler skin on the left finger from where I'd worn a wedding ring for the 4 years before the divorce. The small permanent stain of net tar on the right thumb that no soap has ever fully cleaned off. The hands looked right. I pinched the back of my left hand with my right hand. Pinched hard, the way you would to wake yourself from a dream. I felt the pressure but no pain. I pinched harder. I twisted the skin between my fingernails. I watched the skin redden and crease. Nothing. I bit the side of my hand. I bit hard enough that I should have broken the skin. The skin did not break. My teeth pressed into something that gave like meat but did not bleed and did not hurt. The hands look right. But whatever they are made of is starting to forget what hands are made of. I took out my phone. I have a photo from before we left port. The crew standing in front of the boat at the dock. I keep it as my phone background. I opened the photo. There were 5 men in the photo. Hal, Donnie, Pete, Manny, Ruben. I counted them 3 times. 5. I have been looking at this photo for 8 days. I know this photo. I was at the dock that morning. I remember Hal making a joke about the weather. I remember Manny's mother dropping him off. I remember standing on the left side of the group, between the cooler and the bollard, with my hand on Ruben's shoulder. I am not in the photo. The cooler is there. The bollard is there. Ruben's shoulder is there, and there is no hand on it. I have been at the dock. I have been on this boat. I have been at this rail and this wheel and these winches for 14 years. I am being unmade. The thing we pulled up from 800 feet did not come onto the boat to live here. It came onto the boat to take my place. It worked the knots in the cod end from the inside until the seam gave. It dragged itself across the deck on its hands. It sat in my chair in the galley and warmed the wood from the inside. It wore Ruben's face for a few seconds at 1 a.m. to see how a face was worn. It is wearing my place now. Hal does not see me anymore. Hal sees 5 men, and one of them is in my spot, doing my job, with my hands on the lazy line. Hal is concerned about the man who keeps asking strange questions, but Hal does not know that man's name, and tomorrow Hal will not see him at all. I have been trying to remember my own name. I had a name an hour ago. I was using it in my head, like a word you wear. I just tried to write it down and the letters would not come. I tried to write the name of my mother. I tried to write the name of the town where I grew up. I tried to write the name of my first dog. The shapes are slipping. Hal. Donnie. Pete. Manny. Ruben. I know those names. I have known those names for 14 years. One of those names was my friend. One of those names called my name across the deck on the morning the photo was taken. I do not know which. The trip ends in 2 days. There will be 5 men walking off the boat in port. They will not be missing anyone, because by then there will be no one to miss. If you are reading this and you remember me,